Hope I'm not showing you.
Praise God. So I'll be reading the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy is the 5th book of the Bible. It talks about Moses telling the Israelites stories of their lives in the wilderness and how God has been there for them. It also covers God's law and the future of the Israelites. There are 34 chapters in the book of Deuteronomy. So chapter 1, Moses was in the plain of Moab in the side of Jordan near the Red Sea, and he told the Israelites all the Lord has done and the lessons they should not forget. The Israelites had been out of Egypt for 40 years. Moses talked about how God told them in verse 6, "Ye have dwelt long enough in this mountain," and God told them to leave and go to the land he promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Then Moses said he could not bear them alone because the Lord has multiplied them as the stars of the heaven. Moses took the heads of their tribes, wise and knowledgeable men, and made them leaders of thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens to judge the people. So when they were supposed to leave, the people murmured against God in their tent. Moses reminded them that the Lord will fight for them, and according to what he did in Egypt before their eyes. Praise God. This particular place is talking about how they murmured against God after they sent the 10 spies to check the land. Praise God. But they did not believe Moses. When Moses told them that the Lord will be with them, they did not believe Moses. So God said, "Surely not one of these men of this evil generation shall see that good land of which I swore to give to their fathers, except Caleb and Joshua," because they came with good report. So the rest people, they murmured based on the fact that the people were great and mighty, they were giants, so they could not. They feel that God cannot help them. Praise God. So they murmured against God, and God said that this generation will not enter into the promised land. Praise God. And they were in the wilderness. So I came to understand, and when I was going through the book, it said 20 years old, about 20 years old, because I was wondering, how will God remove this particular generation, and get a new generation that will live in the promised land? So it said 20 years old and above, they died in the wilderness. So it was a new generation, except Caleb and Joshua. Praise God. The people realized their mistakes, and Moses warned them that God was not with them, but they didn't listen. So they left, and the Amorites who lived on the mountain chased them like as bees and drove them back. Then they returned and cried before God, but he didn't listen to them. So in chapter 2, Moses continued to speak to the people of Israel. He told them that he told them, because that's after they have spent 40 years in the wilderness again, so God instructed them to leave again. They prepared to leave, and God said they should not trouble the children of Israel and the children of Lot, called the Moabite. They journeyed for 38 years, and all these men of war from the generation had died according to what God said to them. Praise God. So when they came to the borders of Ammon, God told them not to trouble them, the Ammonites, because they are Lot's descendants. When they were about to pass through the land of Sihon, king of Ashbon, Moses sent peaceful messengers to him to let them pass in peace. Sihon refused and marched out to fight them, but God gave the and marched out to fight them. But God gave the Israelites complete victory, and they inquired their land. Praise God. Chapter 3. In this chapter, Moses told them how